something now. Should have thought of a question. My question is, what is your go-to drink? That could be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Disqualified. That's my favorite drink. Okay, I just can't get this to work at all, so we'll just whatever. Okie dokie. This has happened before. Can you guys, say something?
Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. I think it tastes good with everything.
I love your face right now, Liv. The other Liv.
The other Liv's face I don't like.
It's like...
Okay. Why?
Fuck. Look at that.
Man, I wanted a gore warning, bro.
Look at that.
Get that out of here.
It's fucking nasty. That is some of the grossest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Fucking hell.
Indeed.
I won't lie. I'm kind of scared at this point. It is fucking huge.
That's what she said.
Okay, to get back to our favorite drinks and move away from the food topic.
Toby, what's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink, as you may know, I don't drink alcoholic beverages, so I usually enjoy a nice Spezi. I don't even know if that's a thing in the US. It's basically orange soda mixed with
Spezi?
Coke. Spezi, yeah.
How do you spell that?
S-P-E-Z-Z-O-E.
Why are you lying to us?
Interesting.
Oh, right.
Yeah, why are you making things up?
It's all over Germany.
Spezi. Okay. All right. Damien, what's your go-to
I
drink?
think I'm gonna have to go with an Arizona iced teas. They're like $1.50. They were $1. Now they're $1.25, which is the end of the world, honestly. Yep, the New Yorker experience right there.
American Liv, can you tell us something? Because I definitely did not hear what you just said. I can't hear you at all.
Say some. Oh.
You guys hear her?
No.
No.
Probably a gin and tonic.
Oh, I heard that.
Nope. I heard gin and tonic. What about non-alcoholic? Wait, he's cutting in and out. Maybe... Yeah, it's cutting in and out. We turned down the sensitivity? Is that what we did? We turned up the sensitivity? I think it's probably not a microphone issue. I think it's probably a connection issue. I think it's probably an internet thing. Yeah. Maybe just maybe try dropping out and coming back in. Isn't there a way that like you can set your server in Discord for
I think you could do it per channel. Let me see. I don't have wait, edit channel. Help. Where do we want to put it to? Hong Kong, Brazil, Japan, Rotterdam.
Maybe New York, maybe close to you guys.
It'll be US East then. Hello? Did that help?
well, we'll have to see when American Live comes back in. We good? The Liv from France, what's your go-to drink?
I'm so sorry. I do genuinely love water.
That sounds like such a lie. Tell us the truth. What's that drink you drink when you don't want water anymore? There's got to be that one thing that you really crave outside of water. Everyone has that one.
I never have that feeling. I do love hot chocolate with whipped chantilly cream, but that's not something I crave. That's just
you just got so specific. That sounds like the drink for you. You said chantilly cream.
And alcoholic drink, I do love a very fruity, sweet cocktail that's probably very bad, but just so good.
I mean, you're talking.
Ones.
We don't even drink water on tap in this house. We just drink Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the correct response.
Who drinks water, bro? I don't even have water right now. I have Coca-Cola, ginger ale in the fridge.
American Live, how you doing? Yeah, we can't hear you. The fact that it's so, like, yeah, in and out makes me think that it's a internet thing. We'll do our best. Yeah. I don't know. Plugging things, plugging them back in. Plugging the microphone, taking the microphone out and plugging it back in, maybe. Jack, what's your favorite drink?
Hear me now?
Oh, yes. Yes, we hear you.
Maybe I just want to use the fancy microphone that Jack got.
Okay, so maybe just, is it an area mic?
Sorry, is it a what?
It's an area mic, like it's in your laptop? Built in?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe just make sure you mute it when you're not talking, because or else it's gonna pick up typing and shit.
Got it.
Jack?
Sure.
Favorite beverage?
Okay, there we go. Let me see. How do I sound? I sound good. Awesome. My favorite beverage, if we're doing alcohol, when I used to drink, when I used to drink alcoholic beverages, it was a vodka Red Bull, which is, I know, insanely cringe. Second thing, when I like non-alcoholic favorite drink, I like tea. I'm an Earl Grey tea person. I really like tea.
But are you as big of a tea drinker as Thomas is the real question.
Probably not, because Thomas is British and the
Thomas,
British
activate the pro. The pro. We need the pro here.
So,
I'm calling him my specialist on tea.
Tea is lovely.
Yeah, but I like a good Earl Grey tea. So
You can't out tea the British, that's for sure.
We're like American tea drinkers. Like iced tea, basically.
No, yeah, so it's different here than it is there.
But
iced tea
your iced tea is
sweetened.
Yeah, your iced tea is so sweet.
Yeah,
so
if you ever
sweet.
had southern sweet tea, is like I can't drink it. It's horrible.
Like
I can't drink it. It's so bad. I
know.
Drink
So Canadians just call that iced tea. So if you ask for iced tea as a Canadian in the States, then you often get cold tea, unless you're in the South. Confusing thing for us Canadians. Iced tea's gross anyway, though. Not my favorite. My go-to is also probably water. Unfortunately.
Water.
Are you sure we have
taste of water? Based on the vernacular of the question, which was, what is your go-to drink? That would be my go-to drink, would be water. If it was cocktails, alcoholic, I do love an espresso martini.
They're very nice. I make a mean espresso martini, I will say.
As do I. But,
As do I.
I have also fucked it up many times.
Why am I?
That just means more stuff you can drink, because you have to drink the one that's messed up, and then I make another one because it has to be the good version. And then if you mess that one up, you drink that one, and then you're just drinking, and it's all good.
It's very much trial and error with espresso martinis.
Yeah.
So wait, why are we about to die?
Right. Speaking of that.
I'm like looking at my HP. I'm like,
This is just
no, I think combat's over.
Yeah,
combat is over.
Yet, so.
We haven't rested yet, no.
Oh no, we were currently arguing about Leo's patron.
I'm gonna set myself up with some gladiator because
I don't think that's what happened.
puts me in the mood.
I don't think we were arguing about it, but Leo got we just saw Leo's patron talk to him, and then we only saw the one end of it. We didn't even hear his responses, so we only have the guy.
I think he wrote it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I put all the
right, but in character, we didn't hear it. I don't believe.
Correct.
You had the one side for in character.
Let's go over it. Last time that we met, you guys started off at Lady Harmony's place, and you guys didn't spend too much time there. You guys had stuff to do. You considered making a deal with her, but you decided that you didn't have anything really to offer at the moment, so that maybe you would come back the next day and peruse your options with her then. On your way back to the Electric Balloon, which is where you guys are staying in the city of Grok, you heard some noises. Sounded like a possible scuffle going on, and Gwen advised you guys that, this is commonplace for Grok. This is, people fight all the time over here. But you guys decided to look into it. The boys did. And per Leo's advisement, you guys found out that the sounds were coming from an entrance to the three-sided coin, which is a gambling den in the basement of the Electric Balloon that Leo used to frequent. You guys decided to go through the inside entrance to the three-sided coin rather than taking the back way. You went down there and you were accosted with a scene of a dark-skinned dwarf with a massive hammer and another face that was familiar to you, Captain Albert, the sorcerer pirate captain that you guys traveled across the seas with, in somewhat of a fight with this dwarf. The crime boss, Fesh Callem, the leader of the three-sided coin, and associated with the gang, the Dawsons, who are known to run the city of Grok, especially the criminal underbelly. You guys had some conversation before Gwen took a shot at Fesh, under the suspicion that he was involved in the death of a close friend, we'll say. And she was looking for more information on how Fesh could have been involved in this, and it became somewhat of a personal vendetta for her. You guys fought. It was a relatively quick fight. One of you went down, Apollo becoming enlarged and getting smacked up the head by Fesh's hammer. But Fesh soon realized that he was outmanned, outgunned, and tried to talk to you guys into stopping his death, basically. You guys decided to comply and showed some mercy and didn't kill him. He discussed having a possible job opportunity for you guys that would be quite lucrative. He told you to come back the next day so you guys could talk about it. You guys left with Captain Albert. You guys had a brief conversation with Captain Albert about what this job could be, and she seemed to have some ideas on what it could be and some information on it. But you guys decided you needed to talk about this as a group. So you head out into the rainy night, and you had a conversation in an abandoned house where you discussed your plans should you be involved with Fesh Callem, especially if the job is something like assassinating the Shining Flame. The queen, the matriarch of the Empire of Ingnasia, who's coming to visit Grok in the following week. You also discussed your other possible options of how to get out of Grok if you needed to, teleportation, transportation, a possible job from Captain Albert as well as on the docket. Ultimately, you guys didn't really come to a clear-cut decision, especially as one of you, Leo, was influenced by his shadowy patron. He appeared on the walls in not much more than a 2D black figure. And Leo had a conversation with him, but it was somewhat one-sided as he answered his patron in his head, though the rest of you could hear what the patron said.
Mm.
And I believe we ended right about there, where Leo said, "That was really weird." And that is where we pick up this session. Session 15.
I don't think we should kill the Shining Flame, and we should leave, like, as soon as possible.
Yeah, I agree with Poncho. That's a good call.
And no telling anyone.
Yes, this, as far as we're aware, the conversations over the last hour or so have not happened. This is beginning to get a little hot, even for me.
Yeah, I think we should dip. The question is, we just heading east? Or not east, west?
I think do we have anything we want to settle with Lady Harmony or Captain Albert before we head? But I think if not, we make haste.
I don't believe.
I need that information from Fesh.
How likely do you think you are to get it without either compromising yourself or having to barter for it?
I think if he pulls any shit, I'll put another hole in his neck.
Is it something you can do alone?
I think he'll be better prepared next time.
That being said, this hammer, and you see, like almost, blacksmiths spin hammers in their hands. This hammer's growing on me. Wouldn't mind taking it for a spin, but what time?
You're welcome. You help me?
Of course. What say we just kill him?
I think I would like the information first, but then I think that would be. You've changed. I like this new Ulrich. Yeah, let's kill Fesh.
Okay. I fully support.
Okay. Hang on a second. I like to kill things just as much as the next person, but are we sure that we want to do this? As Ulrich said, he'll be much more prepared this time. He's not going to be caught by surprise by not random, but by you showing up and shooting him out of the blue after 10 years. Gwen, I don't think that's going to be... We don't have the element of surprise anymore. And by killing him, you basically make enemies of this crime family that I don't know much about, that sounds menacing and terrible. Again, they sound like bad guys, so I like to kill bad guys. But also, again, if they're very strong and they're tough and terrifying, do we want to make enemies of them right now?
Yeah, everything that we do has repercussions, and the Dawsons will be a problem down the road if we kill him.
Wherever we tread, we disturb the ripples of fate.
Yeah, it's true. But very deep.
It should not stop us from wading in.
Yeah.
Either way, I want the information that he has.
I'm here to support no matter what. I'm just trying to weigh all of our options first.
I don't think that killing him accomplishes much.
Fine, we won't kill him immediately. But I mean, it would make me feel good. But fine, if we could at least stick around until the morning, and he can give me a name, then we can. If you guys really think we should leave tonight, I don't know.
Right. I say, Gwen, if you can tonight, go and have a heart-to-heart with him. Perhaps I'm not very good at communicating, but I'm sure you are far more. You are quite charming when you want to be. Maybe appeal to his sense of family or whatever code of conduct you pirates still operate under. The rest of us, depending if we want to continue that sort of collect and fetch and carry quest, go and speak to Captain Albert, collect the item, and hopefully be off this rock within 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, yes. Don't all talk at once.
I'm in.
Leo, you've been awfully quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna just go, yeah, after what we just saw. That's all you've got to say for yourself is, yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah,
you
man, come on.
About it?
I don't think I can leave here.
Like permanently or at all or now or later? Do you need something to happen to leave? Is it like a card swipe kind of thing? You have to do this to leave or what?
Feel the shining flame. Simple, right? Poncho says sarcastically.
You see Ulrich's eyes dart you and narrow a little bit before he picks up on your social cue.
I mean, I don't know. I'm in deep trouble.
Toby, what are you going to do? You're gonna need to make a decision sooner or later, and I don't think any of us particularly want to stay here, knowing the growing dangers and the goal we have in mind.
No, you don't.
What did you do?
I don't expect you to stay at all. I just don't know if. I don't know if what will happen to me if.
Oh, we're not leaving you.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to leave you here.
Maybe you can open up to us and tell you what trouble you're in exactly. Maybe we can help. Maybe there's something we can do.
Do I do I have the feeling that I'm being watched at all times, or is there some presence in the back of my head lingering?
In general, yes. I mean, you kind of think back to what your life was like before you met Garen, and you definitely didn't have the same type of connections that you have now. That's not to say that like you constantly feel, I don't know, a like sense of paranoia or anything like that, but definitely there is something connected to you. You can feel that.
Okay, but that's referring to Garen and not to.
Since you have returned to the land of the living, if you will, after the incident with the spiders, it does feel different. The connection in general feels, I guess, stronger, but you have not dreamed a single night since the incident of the spiders and coming back. In fact, when you think back, you're not even sure if you've been sleeping. You think that you have.
The thing is this, and I think I may have told some of this before, but when we were fighting these fiery spiders, and I was left behind with Chief, I was on the brink of dying. I was almost gone before I was contacted by an entity of a unknown nature. I mean, I do have some idea. I actually know a little more about this entity. It's the same dark force that killed Sheaf's friends all those years ago. I don't know why he decided to reach out to me in that moment. I mean, I do know, but he wanted to make a deal with me, and I, for a moment, I thought maybe I could make a deal to save Sheaf's life, but then I decided against it because I was pretty sure that Sheaf would not have wanted to be indebted to this being that haunts him or has haunted him before. And I thought maybe if I could come back in time and I had some of my power left, then maybe I could save Sheaf as well from death, but that didn't happen. And I have a debt now to this being.
That is very big news. A lot to take in. What's the nature of your debt? Do you know what you owe?
What does this mean for us?
That was not very nice.
Somebody killed all of Sheaf's friends?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. He told me a bit about it, and it's why he had all those nightmares and couldn't sleep, because he was haunted by this being. So I know precisely the nature of my of this debt that I owe, and it demands that I pay it now. But I hope that it would be possible to pay it a little bit further down the road, maybe.
Pay what, though, Leo? Pay what exactly?
I was tasked.
Yeah.
I was given a deal of my life for 500 souls. I did not take that deal. I bartered and I.
Oh my God! Don't do that.
What is the number, Leo? How many?
It's
what is the number?
It's a single soul.
A soul in particular?
Is it? Yeah. Is there a value assigned to this soul? Is it anybody's soul?
Oh,
what
don't,
the fuck is
don't
happening?
tell me.
You didn't.
It's not.
There is no. I did not. Listen, what I said was that I think it would be fair to have a soul for a soul. So I said,
But whose soul, Leo?
When we made the deal, no specific soul was mentioned. I spoke of one.
I can name the soul right now.
I spoke of one extraordinary soul.
So.
Just.
Is it?
So your deal was an extraordinary soul.
Oh
in exchange
God!
for my life.
And that wouldn't extraordinary soul be the shining flame, would it?
Well, maybe.
Okay. Wait. What did you say precisely?
I'm going to make a
What were the
grapple.
words that you used?
What was that?
I'm going to make a grapple attack against Leo.
Can I try and stop? Can I try and stop him from doing that?
I want.
okay.
I want to try to cast a spell as he's doing this too.
Oh my God! Okay.
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 Sequence of events here. I mean, Ulrich, you can try. Apollo, you can try to stop him.
Ah, shit.
He kind of just is able to push past you because he's got the initiative here.
Hey! Whoa! Hey! Don't do
Leo,
that.
you can contest this if you like.
No.
Apollo, stay out of this.
Punch him
Oh,
when you
no,
want to.
I don't. We just need to talk about this.
Relax,
We don't need to
relax,
fight.
We are finished talking. Leo, do not drag us in to this mess, okay, that you've got yourself into.
I don't want to drag you in. I did not want to drag you in.
Who?
God.
Why? I mean, who are you to decide on a brilliant soul against yours. What? How could you?
I was scared for my fucking life. I mean,
we've all been scared, Leo. But we don't bargain with the souls of other people. And it's got you up against a wall at this point. How are you going to make this right?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I thought that maybe if I came back, I could also save Sheaf, and well, that didn't happen. So I don't know.
Sheaf is gone.
R.I.P.
I didn't
And
ask
frankly,
for this.
it sounds like you should be gone too.
Yes.
Cheating death is unnatural.
It's a bad call.
For once, I agree with a pirate.
Guys, I get it. He just wanted to live. I'm not going to say the means were the best, but it seems a little harsh the way you
I didn't ask for this. Did this being decided to reach out to me, and now I'm at an impasse. I don't know. I don't want to kill the Shining Flame, but I'm afraid if I don't, then that's it for me.
In a moment of weakness and vulnerability, Leo, you've bargained your soul away. It's explicitly why it's forbidden to negotiate with dark forces under any circumstance. Me as Snow, I've never touched anything but a sword. I know better than that.
Okay. This is really bad.
And none of this has to be your problem as well.
But here, okay, I haven't been here very long, but I will tell you, you have been traveling with them. You have become part of a group with them. Any decision of that magnitude that you make becomes other people's problems. Okay, so that's first of all, let's put that out there. Second thing is, real quick, Poncho, before you get there. Second thing is, this is bad. I get it. Ulrich, I get wanting to hit him. I get that. This is a bad call. What do we do from here, though? That's the question is, how do we move forward? What do we do next? We can't stay focused on whatever bad decisions were made previously. We have to try and go forward from here.
I have ideas.
Okay,
if you would
let's hear
them.
Please. Absolutely.
We now have information to give Lady Harmony if she wishes. And we can maybe get help from her to understand what's going on and maybe find alternate solutions to murdering the Shining Flame. We can
Which is not my wish. I want to say this again.
Noted. We can.
Do we know for sure that that's Fesh's plan, though? We don't even know that.
We don't, but it's likely.
Well, it's still part of his patron's plan, so
yes.
Regardless of Fesh.
I have an idea. We double-cross Fesh, set him up, get the information that you need, and we trade the information to Lady Harmony about the hit on the Silver Flame, and maybe that's enough information to maybe find some way to save Toby.
There's also the Magical Academy I attended. They are well versed in magical matters and can probably help.
But if we leave, how much time would we have before something happens with Toby if he doesn't fulfill?
That would be in his contract, I believe.
Toby, is there any information you're admitting? Leo?
This
any
is like
information
the 10th time in this campaign that
Toby
I solely have been in Toby.
Activates an immersion here, you guys.
Toby's. I don't think Toby made any deals with any bad people. I think.
Toby, your soul is now forfeit.
I kept hearing it.
My bad, Leo.
Leo, anything else you're omitting? Is there a time limit on this?
Yes, and also, if possible, again, do you remember the exact words that you said to the letter? What you said?
Yes, I do. I said, what if instead of the number that he requested, I gave him one extraordinary soul? That's exactly what I said.
So the extraordinary, so it can be determined by the person what extraordinary means, not you.
I mean, I think that at the moment he took that, and now he spoke with me again and said, this is an opportunity, and
He said opportunity. Does this have to be the opportunity?
Is that it would suffice refers to? Suffice?
not my words.
Oh, that means that no one will ever come close. I mean, there's no substitute.
Right, Leo, how do you contact this bookkeeper or bargain maker?
I don't typically. I am connected with another that I have my shadow powers from.
So there's two of them now.
There's multiple.
There's two of them. I can.
Would you make a just straight up intelligence check for me here?
Disadvantage.
Permanent intelligence disadvantage.
But by this point, Ulrich has let you go as well.
Oh, fucking hell!
You try to think back to the conversation and the particulars and the connection between Garen and the other figure who is now come about. You rack your brain. It's tough. It's late. It's raining outside. You're all covered in dirt. It's been a really long fucking day.
Yeah.
You're not feeling so great about this whole situation.
I think we don't have a choice to figure this out before we leave. We need to leave tonight or figure this out. I don't think we have time on our side right now. I don't think we want to be here in the shiny flame.
I don't think we can leave until we've talked to Fesh at least a little bit. Not kill him, just talk to him in the morning. We also have to talk to. I don't think we have to talk to Captain Albert in the morning too. I think, or we have the option to do so. I don't think we should leave till the morning. Also, I just got all fucked up today, so I would like to rest before I got my fucking ass beat today. So
you're fine. It's only a little bit of blood, big guy.
It fucking hurts. So.
Okay, maybe a little bit of rest.
Well, do we wait until the morning, or do we act now?
Wait till the morning.
Nothing's happening
We should
tonight.
wait.
If we acted now, he's probably hurt still.
Ulrich's gone, but as soon as you guys say wait until the morning,
yeah,
I'll get ready for bed. Rain, and he's going to bed. Yeah, check on Sunflower and then get some sleep. Clean up, get some sleep.
Yeah, back to the electric balloon where we have our rooms. So
everybody's
I
heading
forgot
out.
who I was rooming with.
What was it?
I have a room. If you can room with me, that's fine. I know I have a room, so it's whatever.
See, well, here's the thing about my finances, right?
Yeah, whatever. Just get in the room.
Yeah. Valente and Gwen definitely both had their own rooms. I'm
I
not
got
sure
one
about
too.
the rest of you guys. So you guys are all heading back to Electric Balloon? Anybody sticking around?
As gone as my dad.
Would anybody share their room with me for checking on me again?
I am immediately looking at you, and I'm giving the Apollo look with my eyes. I'm just like, he's just mouthing.
Ulrich's in the stables as always. I don't think I got a room.
No.
Okay.
So, no one's housing Leo for the night?
Fine, I'll do it. Come with me. But I promise.
No, you can't.
If anything happens to you, I will hunt you.
No, they're okay. Wait.
When you're dead.
Okay,
look, I don't have a room.
Valente. No, Valente. I appreciate you offering. Now that I think about it, there's both Poncho and I are in the same room, having two people to watch over, or two people in case he turns into Satan and tries to kill both of us is probably better.
To be honest, I've never hurt anybody of you ever.
Okay, I know, but also you also made a.
But
you know what? You know what?
You've hurt us all emotionally with these betrayals.
Okay, just Leo, come in my room. It's fine. I can sleep on the floor. You can have the bed. It's fine. Me, Leo, and Poncho in a room is fine.
All right. I would like to talk to Valente though before we go to sleep.
Okie dokie.
Sure.
Not alone, you're not.
If you want to join,
When you're welcome to join in.
I'd love to.
Just kind of get back into the electric balloon. It's quite pretty much shut down for the most part. It's quite late, you guys, when you leave this abandoned house and trek back through the rain to the bar. And it's pouring rain, and you guys are all just filthy by the time you get back. Fortunately, the stables are covered where Sunflower is, Ulrich, and you kind of set up in there, and it's a little bit more cozy in there, the sound of the rain coming down against the wooden roof.
Before we go inside, can I cast a cantrip, please?
Sure.
Punch is just gonna raise up a hand and whisper to the spirits of nature. What is the weather gonna be like for the next 24 hours? I hope it doesn't keep raining. Druidcraft.
The Druidcraft?
What are you tossing here?
I'm using Druidcraft.
Yeah, I know. What does this look like for you?
It looks like Poncho's kind of. I think he'd say like try to stoke the spirits, and his somatics would be him like waving his hands, almost like a conductor, like ripples in the air, almost as some weather effect comes to a minor one comes to appear in front of him.
Okay, it's like these little vines that make some music notes in the air, and they kind of start to create a nice little melody before they go like and then all fall off onto the ground and become just a puddle of rain and wet and slop at your feet. It seems like it's going to rain.
That's gonna be bad for a while. Wonder if they have those orange, not orange, the yellow raincoats. Yeah, I want one of those yellow raincoats with like the big boots.
Poncho for Poncho.
Indeed, Poncho to the second power, if you will.
Okay, and Valente and Leo and Gwyn downstairs at the electric balloon. You can have this conversation if you like.
I would like to have this in private. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go in my room, all three of us.
Sounds good. You enter in. It's the grimy window that you're looking out at is like almost clean because of the rain. You get kind of a view of Grack Square in the distance, lit by torchlight.
Okay. I am really scared for my life, so that's why I want to get some stuff out before this ends badly. I consider you to be quite smart.
Why, thank you.
And that's why I wanted to give you this information. No digs against you, Gwyn, but I mean, well, whatever. So you know that I am curious about occult things and higher powers and such.
It has come to my attention, indeed. Yes.
And I now have repeatedly stumbled upon something that has quite piqued my curiosity, which is the Oxytis root. I don't know if I've spoken to you about this before.
I don't believe so.
But I think that this Oxytis root is one of the most powerful and important things in this world. The first person that spoke to me about it was Ihirad, like when we met, the wizard. He told me that it is the life force of everything, and that it is located in the sunless shores under the mainland, and that it harbors a great evil. I think that it is connected to life and death, and I've heard stories that there are ghosts around those parts.
Make a history check, Valente.
Yes. I can feel the question coming. I can just taste it already. History check.
Nice.
24.
Okay. You kind of think back to school, and the name Oxidus root was like one of these terms that you were generally not allowed to discuss in the classroom. And that it was one of these things that like all of the professors and instructors clearly knew about, but it was not discussed within the classroom itself. So you, being the knowledge seeker that you are, seeked out your own information within the restricted section of the library, like full Hermione, and you were able to find some minimal information. It's like clearly not discussed in like any scholar books or like tomes or spell scrolls, anything like that. It's not in written language for the most part. But you did find one instance of it within a very old book that doesn't discuss it in the terms of the Oxidus root, but rather as the force that connects everything. And within this knowledge that within this book that you found, you know that it is a resource that can be harvested and has been harvested by the deities.
I'll hold on to that information. I won't disclose it for now.
Okay.
When I was in that strange liminal space, when Shadat, this other shadow entity, talked to me and offered me this difficult decision, I feel that it was there in this place, that it sits there, that it lives there, maybe guarding whatever lies beneath. I don't know, but it's definitely connected to the Oxidus root in some way. And Lady Harmony also told me this in exchange for my flowers that I gave. She told me that the Oxidus root in the deep dark ocean will not. What were her words? She said the Oxidus root in the deepest, darkest ocean, it will not always be covered. I don't know what that means. I don't. Maybe it is guarded by something, or maybe it lies hidden. But I think that this is like world-changing important information, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm not the only one that has it. And when I was talking to Shadat, and he told me that I am supposed to kill the Shining Flame, I pushed a little more and asked if he could tell me a bit about the Oxidus root. Should I do the task, which I don't intend on doing? I just, in the moment, I tried to gather anything that I could, and it told me that it wouldn't tell me about it, it would show me the Oxidus root, which I don't know what that means, but it definitely plays into my theory that it is connected with the root.
Wow. Okay. Fascinating. Are you trying to ask for something with this conversation? Are you trying to get us somewhere?
No, I only wanted to give you this information in in the case of my passing, that it's with you, because you obviously the Red Letters came together on a important mission. We were brought together by destiny, and I think that this is important stuff that I shouldn't carry with me alone. It's a lot of like unconnected pieces, but I hope that one day it would make sense.
I'm sure it will make sense sooner than later. Anyway, well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you telling us and being honest with us. We'll definitely keep it in mind. And yes, very interesting stuff. Hopefully, nothing happens to you, but you made your bed, now you must lie in it, as the saying goes. I don't really know what to say right now. It's a lot to take in, and I think a good night's sleep will do us all some good, or we try to talk anymore.
I do have a question for you. Maybe you could answer this another day. But I found it very curious that when you asked Lady Harmony for love, I immediately thought to myself, is she like cursed? Is there maybe a curse placed upon her that she can't love, or is it like is it a supernatural thing that is interesting, or is it just an emotional thing that we can get to later?
Leo.
That is very not today, as you said.
Okay, not today.
Thank you for your concern. Not tonight.
No, I will leave you to it. I will head over and get my own room, but see you guys in the morning.
You're bunking with
I'm going with the others. Yeah.
Paulo. I'll actually walk you to their room.
That was generally me misspeaking, not Leo being.
I'll still walk you to your room.
Sure.
You've been punished for your sins.
You escort Leo out of the room. Gwen's eyes at your back, and bring Leo to Pancho and Apollo's room. Are Pancho and Apollo asleep?
I think Pancho's gonna be out.
Okay. Apollo may or may not be asleep.
You know what?
His dog could be barking.
Well, we're waiting for him to come back. If one of us is asleep, the other one will be up. Oh, he's here. Are you sleeping or awake? Which one are you doing? First shift or second shift?
What?
First
Leo
what do you want from me?
is being dropped off at your room by Valente. It's probably been about
All right.
20 minutes-ish since you guys got back for the electric balloon. 20 to 30 minutes.
Cool. Well, I only need 4 hours of sleep, so I can just trance. I'll go to sleep first then?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a fucking sleep.
I mean, I didn't expect you to stay awake all night.
I don't want to die. Thank you.
We don't trust you.
It just was this weird thing in the mornings. That's why I.
If you haven't noticed by the police presence to our door.
Yes, I'm well aware that some sort of some trust has been lost, but wait.
Anything else to say before sleep?
Ooh, I'll grab Gwen for a quick conversation if she wants.
Okay. Come back to your room. Gwen's still in there.
Okay, he's right about talking about this. No one person should hold on to this information. And I trust you. This is beyond anything that I could have anticipated. So the Oxidus root is a thing. It exists. And it supposedly connects the entire world. It's a force that imbues everything and just brings the universe together. deities use it and harvest it, supposedly for power. And that put together with the information that Shadat would show it to Leo once he gets his soul, or the soul he's owed, means that either Leo is going to be the pawn in a god game, or Leo is going to, well, it's not going to be good for him. This is big. This is really, really big.
I'm not going to lie, most of it went over my head, but I'll follow your lead, whatever you think is the right thing to do.
I'm not
if this
too
is
sure
really
right now, but
if this is as big of a thing as it sounds, then maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should hold on to this for now and wait until we have something more before we go to the group.
Yes, definitely. But I don't want to be the only one to know that if anything happens. Oh yeah, have a night of sleep, I hope.
I'll try.
Yep.
You too, Valente.
Thank you. See you in the morning then.
Okay. You guys head off to sleep. Who's sleeping on the floor in the Poncho Apollo Leo room?
Apollo.
Okay.
And Leo.
Okay. It's 2 beds. Poncho pushes them together and sleeps across both of them. Ulrich, you find some sleep next to Sunflower, kind of gathered in the hay. Gwen and Valente, you roll over in your single beds. The sounds of the rain outside. Apollo and Poncho, you find some sleep, and as Leo's breathing starts to steady, you do see this familiar black shadow encapsulate him like he's in a sarcophagus.
God, that's fucking. I think to myself because I'm trancing. God, that's fucking creepy.
I'm just gonna say it. God, that's fucking creepy.
Some of you this night have dreams.
Ooh.
Valente, you.
Oh.
You picture yourself, or maybe it's real. It's hard to tell. You're running through the hallways of school, and you turn around corners, and it just keeps going. There's no. Every time you reach a door, it gets farther away. Every time you reach the end of a hall, it just gets longer again. You're running. Eventually, some torches light up next to you, and these shadows start to stretch out behind you. And you hear, Shadat. Shadat. And then the whole hallway closes on you like a book slamming closed, and you feel yourself being like yanked out of it, and suddenly you're in a classroom. And you see one of your teachers. And hang on, let me give you a name here. You see an Air Genesee that you know under the name Sari Alked. Sari Alked. Sarryalked. And you don't really know much about this professor. They were one of your teachers. But you see her at the front of this classroom pacing back and forth. And you see written behind her on the board the name Shadat. And it's written in chalk. And then it starts to write itself all over the board. Shadat. and then it all closes again, like you've been thrown out of a book. Ulrich, you also have a dream.
Hopefully, given all the rain, hopefully it's not a wet dream.
Hey.
It is a wet dream.
It's the same dream he always has. Just him and the sunflower prancing over a
makes it so
lovely
much
hill of
worse.
wildflowers.
Ulrich, it does actually begin with you riding on Sunflower, and you're riding through a town. Maybe it's Roaring. It kind of looks like Roaring, where you had your pretty significant battle, and you're kind of trotting through with Sunflower, and then the houses around you begin to collapse. Every time you go by them, they collapse in on themselves. The roofs cave in, the walls come down, just as you're sauntering past. Just
I know.
there's no screaming and there's no panic. It's just houses coming down as you go by them. And then ahead of you, you see a stage. And on that stage is the Shining Flame. And she's standing proudly, with her hair gathered up into a high ponytail, with darker skin, with these markings on her face, elven ears. She's looking at you. And she bids for you to come closer. Would you like to go closer?
I would, yes.
So you kind of trot forward on Sunflower. And you make a perception check.
21.
You kind of look around at the collapsing houses, and they all kind of come down until they're all flattened around this square. And behind the stage, behind the Shining Flame, you see this burst of flames come up from behind her. And then as the flames dissipate, there's a figure standing there. It's her. It's the Shining Flame. And she looks at you with this plea of desperation. And she opens her mouth as if she's screaming. But there's no sound. And the Shining Flame on the stage just smiles at you. And you wake up. Valente, you wake up. And the rest of you wake up. And you can all take a long rest.
Oh, thank fucking God, bro. I was so hurt.
$11 hit points. I'm gonna change my spell list while I'm at it.
Yeah, me too, actually.
It is still raining. It is pretty gloomy out. No sunshine. It's hard to tell that it even is daytime, but it must be. You guys are probably slept a little while. You guys went to bed a little bit late. Don't know exactly what time it is. It's probably morning sometime.
In the morning, Ulrich's going to just be playing over the dream in his head, trying to figure out what it means. He'll prepare Sunflower's breakfast, give her a sort of a standard morning grooming session, while sort of pondering whether it's sort of a duplicate or a doppelganger or an imposter, or what possibilities his dream could be foretelling, and then move in and sort of wait for everyone to come down for breakfast. And as everyone comes down, he's going to have a sort of probably a particularly jaded, maybe glassy-eyed, uneasy look on his face as he's sort of spooning his porridge, gruel, millet, or whatever he's been able to find for maybe some eggs as well, high protein, into his mouth.
Okay. Sounds good. Are you guys coming down for breakfast?
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
Gwen is
Sorry, real quick.
already up. I
Go
woke up. I was just gonna say I woke up. At sunrise, I'm already downstairs, maintenance my pistol.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I'm also up early. Just real quick, when I woke from my trance, I did not see anything weird with Leo. Did I? Besides the weirdness,
the same shadow, opaque shadow over top of him while he sleeps, and when he wakes up, it disappears.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be up early as well. I'm just gonna go outside and do some like yoga and some stretches in the morning, and maybe if I see Sunflower and Ulrich, I'll invite them to join in if they're interested. But that's what I'm doing early on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I see that, I'll probably do my morning stretches with you in the sunlight.
Were we leaving
Yeah.
him in the room alone, Jack?
I gotta do my
Leo
morning routine.
Leo. As soon as I wake up, I'm gonna find Leo wherever he is.
Okay. Poncho is in the room. Apollo's already out, down doing his morning routine. Poncho is with Leo. When Leo wakes up, that shadow dissipates.
But I probably won't spend too much time with you, Apollo. I'll probably head
That's
in,
fine.
and if I breakfast being the most important meal of the day, and if Gwen is down there, I'll go over and have a chat with her.
Sounds good. Yeah, she's down there maintaining her pistol. Poncho, what are you doing this morning?
I think that Poncho will he'll wake up, he'll do a little bit of meditation in the room, just changing out his spells in the morning, and then he'll head on down himself. He'll make sure Toby's up, just kind of hitting him on the
Leo's
forehead
up.
until he wakes up with the pillow. Wake up, wake up. Are you up yet? Are you up yet?
I'm probably
Are you up
awake,
now?
but
Are you
still
trying to hit him with the
lying
pillow?
in bed.
Yes.
Okay, as you do that, he's like covered in this shadow thing, and it literally just like tunk, tunk, like bounces off when you try to hit him with it.
He's gonna keep going, finding it kind of fun now. Just
and this is what you walk in on, Valente, when you come in the morning.
What on earth are you doing?
Well, I wanted to leave, but here, catch. I'll throw her the pillow.
I'll try and catch it.
Yeah, you can catch
I rolled.
We don't need to roll for that. You can catch pillow.
Roll for
I would
pillow.
hope so.
Yeah, and Leo, you kind of wake up at this point with the sound of Valente's voice, and the shadow comes down.
Is the pillow stained at all, like black or anything?
No, it looks completely normal.
That's weird.
Morning.
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 I trust you had a pleasant sleep in your little cocoon of darkness and despair.
I fell asleep and then eventually I woke up. That's what happened, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's get breakfast. No point in starving you.
I'm running out of the room as fast as humanly possible because it's awkward.
Yeah, I'll finish my stuff and I'll walk in to see Poncho running out of the room.
Poncho, you flit out, and you guys kind of regroup downstairs. Ulrich and Gwen, did you want to have a brief conversation before the rest join you?
Yeah. Well, you can if you see Ulrich approach you, and is maybe looking a bit rosy cheeked from his morning sort of stretches, but he's still quite a young guy, so it wasn't too taxing. But again, he does have that sort of look of sort of he's not quite there in his headspace. As he sits down, how did you sleep? And Ulrich sort of can't quite hear you, so he's sort of trying to get some stuff
Well,
out
as
of
can
his
be
ears.
expected.
Yes, well, things have
You don't
been...
look too good, though.
No, not quite. Things have been taking a more and more surreal turn the last few days, and I was hoping, as someone who is known nothing but sort of reliable cold steel all their life, I thought we would share some common ground. I don't know about you, but things are getting a little bit out of my comfort zone.
I don't know anything about all this magic shit. It's, yeah, out of my comfort zone would be a good way to put it.
Between you and me, I think it'd be easy if we just solved all of our problems by smashing them over the head repeatedly. But I guess that's not a particularly sustainable way to approach life. You didn't happen to have any peculiar dreams at all, did you? It sounds strange saying it, but I guess it's hard to tell the difference between normality and whatever else we've been experiencing the last few days anymore.
I didn't experience anything strange, but if you did, you can talk to me and the rest of us.
Well, it's you see, again, this look of sort of not necessarily unwillingness, but more sort of shy uncertainty falls across Ulrich's face. It's visions that don't particularly make much sense. Images of the shining flame upon a stage, watching me approach destruction, befalling her city, or her land all around me. I wasn't sure if it was my doing or hers. And then behind her, while she looked on and grinned, was another mirage of her surrounded by flames and distress. Confusing, but whatever it was, perhaps the answers may lay here. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Perhaps we don't sail right away. And when it seems to me, and I have not been one for fancy words, but the noose of fate is ever closer, tightening around our necks. I tell you what, I don't like it one fucking bit. But no, just and you get up and go over and sort of sort breakfast, or just make an excuse to move away. But it seems whatever is going on, these strange events, are not going to stop anytime soon. But anyway, thank you for listening. And he'll get up and sort of hunched over.
Anytime.
Walk off.
Okay. You guys, the rest of you kind of come in as Ulrich is just going up to get some brekkie. Gwen kind of looking after him after saying anytime. And you guys are all kind of gathered up for breakfast. There is some porridge. It's a slop of porridge, oatmeal, and there are some scrambled eggs that Barry makes for you guys. This is a quick protein source.
When coming down the
Thank you,
stairs,
Barry.
I would go to Barry and the kitchen staff and ask if Barry, could we maybe have a large platter of the electric eggs?
Electric eggs. You want to start early this morning?
You know the special.
Yeah, sure.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
I'd like to mention that I'm not close to you, but I'm following you like a meter behind you. I'm just following you.
Hey, Apollo, watch out. The warden's watching.
Look, I don't think that's a bad idea based on
I didn't say that. I just wanted to
the decisions that that have been made. So I think it's fair enough.
Eventually, you guys kind of set up at a table, and Barry brings you a platter of eggs and several bowls of porridge.
Thank you, Barry.
I
appreciate it. Also, can you run me what my tab was for last night so I can pay you promptly, please and thank you?
Are you guys checking out today? We can settle.
No, I just don't like. I don't like keeping a tab longer than a day.
Well, okay. Hang on a second. And he kind of goes back to the desk. He looks like he's like counting tankards.
Yeah.
Thanks for the food. And if he's doing that, Poncho's gonna play a little ditty on his pan flute that he rarely ever picks out, and just kind of.
Ooh. How good are you?
We'll find out. Won't I got a 7?
Check. It's like, there's some notes in there for sure. It's like a little bit of melody. Yeah, pretty much. A bit of toot music.
That's interesting, Poncho.
Huh. I think the strings might be out of whack. Yeah.
On your flute? Yes, I would assume so.
Yeah, he would go down and just kind of start stuffing his face, looking a little glum.
Barry eventually comes back. He says, "It's 3 gold for you."
All right.
You're really making this more complicated, I was just gonna
group
y'all together.
I'm sorry. I just don't know what's going on here. I want to make sure that I'm paid up with you. I don't like owing any money.
Yeah,
I don't owe you anything, right? I'm on his tab.
Oh.
I'm on his tab.
Whose?
Oh, fine. Yeah, I'll pay for him too.
Okay, hang on. He goes back to the desk.
You could have said something so I didn't make the guy have to go back up again.
But I haven't ordered anything. You've been ordering everything the whole time we've been here. I don't think I have. How do I owe?
You definitely.
Well, I don't know.
The previous night.
I don't remember. It wasn't me. That's my boy Shaggy once said. It wasn't me.
Okay. Oh, please tell me there's a Shaggy equivalent in this universe, please, Clark. Please tell me there is.
If you have yet to come across him.
Ah, fuck. All right, fine. Yeah, I'll pay for Poncho, the leech that is Poncho. I'll pay for him too.
Poncho just gonna open the box that's intricately carved and just pull out the cupcake and just slide it in front of you.
Yeah, whatever.
Barry comes back and says, "It's 4 gold."
Okay, there's the other one, and I shall pay him 2 because he took the trouble of closing me out. So I'll pay him 5 total.
Great.
Gold.
Thank you. Enjoy your breakfast.
No problem, Barry. Yeah, I'm housing it. I'm hungry.
Anything you guys would like to discuss over this breakfast?
Yeah. Anybody have any revelations or Damien, I paid for your in-game tab, so now you have to legally give me that food. That's legally mine now. Anyway, you guys do any discussions last night? Any revelations? Any dreams? Anybody make any deals with unsavory characters? What do we have to deal with this morning? Anything new going on?
I believe,
of course. I hope I didn't make any accidental deals because I had a pretty vivid nightmare or a vision. Can't tell the difference anymore. Horrendous.
I need to shout out Carvel. They opened one like 2 blocks away from me and it's changed my life.
All right. Okay. So you had a dream, you said, Valanthe? A bad dream, a good dream, a meaningful dream. Do you believe that dreams tell us meaning in life? What's your philosophy on dreams?
Very meaningful. Haven't deciphered it yet, but very meaningful. About Leo's new patron. Leo's new patron, Shadat. It was all over one of my professors' board in what seemed to be Acapul's Academy, but
all right, Shadat.
Very, very unnerving. And it knows me. It spoke to me, I think.
Okay, it knows you. Have you heard of this Shadat thing before? Is this something that you know about? Is this from anybody's past or anything like that? DM, do I know anything about that as Apollo or no?
Poncho,
it's a name I...
Make a history check.
Ooh.
I do believe it's a name I heard before.
Ah!
You don't really know why, Poncho, but when you hear that name, it sends a shiver down your spine.
You're muted, Damien.
His wings are going to just get flat against his back, feeling his little antennae are just... don't say that name. I don't like that name.
What, should not?
That's the one.
I don't like that one. Stop it.
You know that name too, Leo?
Yeah, that's the one I told you about last night.
Okay.
Then that's the one that haunted Chief.
Okay.
Yes.
So the guy who used to be with you guys was haunted by this thing. It's now appearing in Valanthi's dreams. Leo made a deal with it, and it makes Poncho freak out.
Can we maybe, for future reference, refer to it that it made a deal with me and that I made a deal? I didn't approach
A deal requires two parties to do so, so I'm going to refer to it as you made a deal with it. But but I'm not trying to pile on. I just want to make sure that we just get this out there that it happened. It's bygones are bygones. We can't change the past. But
moving on.
Anybody else have any dreams? Anybody else have any revelations in their night that we need to talk about?
Can this Shadat, if he can appear in your dreams, is it possible for it to take other forms?
Ooh, but can I roll Arcana for that? Would I know anything about dreams and...
Sure, go ahead and roll Arcana. Meanwhile, Poncho has, flown up to the ceiling and stuck to it. Are you trying to hide?
He's just clinging to something and saying, I'm fine, nothing. It's cool.
I rolled a 19.
Flattened up against the ceiling. Sorry, what are you trying to figure out here, Valente?
I'd like to know if from my studies I've learned anything about dreams and visions or changing appearances in dreams.
Definitely within Root Coast itself, dreams have a reputation of being very meaningful and impactful. It is very well known that it is common for people to get dreams and visions sent to them by the gods when the gods want something from them or something like that. There's a possibility that very powerful mages could also figure out how to manipulate dreams. Other than that, on a surface level, that there's some dream magic that, again, high level wizards can do and figure out, but that's the basics. I mean, there is something significant about dreams within this world itself, and Root Coast, I mean, you all as citizens of Root Coast do and should, unless you're specifically chosen to not be this way, put a lot of stock into dreams.
Yeah.
I believe we should stay here until the shining flame has been and gone. I know it is quite the detraction from my suggestions yesterday, but upon sleeping on it, I have come to the conclusion that while I hold less love for certain aspects of my culture, I am still an Ingnasian of Rhybohr, and the Shining Flame is still my queen.
My queen?
And if anything were to happen to her while she was here, and I were to derelict my duties, it would be a blemish against my character that I fear I would never be able to scrap off.
Oh, Rick, are you suggesting that we stay and try to save the queen?
I'm suggesting that is what I'm going to do.
God save the queen. But also, okay, Ulrich, I hear that. But the Shining Flame could be here for quite a while. We could be here committing to that for a long time, which would be, I would be, like I said, I'm here to support, not make decisions. But if we're trying to complete quests, staying in Grok for a long period of time doesn't seem like the best way to do that.
We could always ask. We're gonna meet with what's his name again? I forgot the informant's name.
Fesh?
Yeah, Fesh. We're gonna meet with Fesh, and we could always ask Fesh more questions. We could always inquire, like we're going to take the job.
I appreciate your hesitancy and your concern, Apollo. But if the Shining Flame was to be assassinated, it would certainly spell chaos throughout the land.
Go.
It would ignite a war. Well, I understand the irony of that, but it would further ignite the war to a scale that would consume the entire known world.
Well, Ulrich, isn't that what she's just doing? Trying to conquer the world, creating war that spans the entirety of the known world? Like, look, I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy or anything, but that sounds like what she's already doing. I don't think you can ignite it much further than it already is ignited.
Believe me, Apollo, it could become a conga flame if she was to be assassinated.
I mean,
Rhybohr,
things can
forgive me
always
for
get
saying it.
worse, but do you okay, if we're going to play this out, play out the war game, right? What happens if she dies? Who takes over? What happens if she dies? I don't want this to happen. Again, I'm against this, but I'm just thinking, like, what happens if she dies?
Well, if she
Both,
dies,
Ulrich and Apollo, you can make history checks.
Yes, sir.
do I get advantage?
Skeet, skeet. Yeah. You can actually, both take advantage.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I believe it would,
18.
I think I know who would take command.
Okay, go
Can I
ahead.
guess?
You're dead.
Apollo, fuck! I didn't even think of that, but he would certainly be called into full-time action
Oh.
again.
Oh, I was right. I was just guessing. I wasn't sure that's how that worked. Yes.
If she were,
one for punch.
if the Shining Flame, God forgive me for saying this, were to be extinguished, I believe it would fall to, well, very quickly. Her death would galvanize the entire nation against what is left of non-Ignasian lands. She would be made a martyr, and Chief Nepatan Zagao would, I believe, act as standing supreme ruler, and it would be.
There's definitely a possibility that things could be handed over to someone who is not within the Havrova family. But for the most part, both of you guys, as citizens of Ingnasia, are confident that the Havrovas have been in power for years. If the Shining Flame was to die, the next in line would be Prince Voss Havrova.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
V is just so happy right now, so wherever he is, just hearing this. Oh
But
boy.
there is a possibility that, like you say, Ulrich, that if for some reason Vossler, he's already been kind of exiled from Ingnasia in some ways, has recently made amends with the kingdom and has reintroduced himself within Acapulco. So, Valente, you would be familiar with Prince Vossler as well, coming into Acapulco as somewhat of a political figure after, I don't know, making amends with the Empire itself after the fall, a significant fall in the Golden Fangs when the Broken Oracles were at play. There's a possibility that it could be passed on to someone like Nepeta Zagao, like you say, or the Shining Flame's closer advisor,
Watercross.
Ginger Watercross,
Mm.
who has
Coming
a
from-
nasty reputation in Ingnasia, and you guys would not want her in power.
She's just sinister, isn't she? If I remember correctly.
Nepeta?
Ginger Watercross.
Watercross.
Oh, Ginger,
Watercross.
yeah, Ginger, yeah.
Ginger Watercross is the head advisor and also librarian in the city of Ingnasia. She is... she has a reputation of being very two-faced and fake. And knows a lot about everyone, like kind of like Gretchen Wieners in Mean Girls. That's why her hair is so big.
All
Mhm.
I
Very
remember that
catty.
her girlfriend came after our boy V.
Nepeta's the one who killed V.
Right. So Ginger Watercross and Nepeta Zagao they were in a relationship for a long time.
Oh.
Unbeknownst if they are still together.
Past tense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
All right.
Didn't we know they were exes back in the day?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe
I
can't remember. Okay.
Point. But yes, they're
right.
It's not really known whether they're still they kind of always were an on and off type of couple.
Gotcha.
There's definitely a possibility they could be on again, but maybe they're off again.
Right. So, okay. Ulrich and I just had a mind meld moment there of remembering the lineage and the potential line of succession. But again, this is not. We don't want this to happen. We don't want to be part to this. But again, Ulrich, we can find out how long this is going to happen. But I think we need to think about how long we would be committing to something like this. This would be a major commitment to stay in Grok for the entirety of this visit. And I got this letter that you guys all got, and that we're not doing that mission. If we're here in Grok, we're not doing that mission.
I hate to say it, but Apollo's right, Ulrich. We need to move.
There's also one thing we should consider, Ulrich, is that Leo here just made a pretty binding deal with his little friend to kill the Shining Flame, and if that entity can access our world, our plane, or our area, then we would put the Shining Flame more at risk by staying than by leaving. I assume she has a plethora of guards, mages, and powerful soldiers to protect her anywhere she goes.
I think we should visit Lady Harmony before we go and put a little wrench into the plans. Use this information, we barter with it, get what we can out of it, and at the very least we know that someone, if they want that information or know anything about this, that will get out, hopefully.
And Lady Harmony can help with Leo's case. So
perhaps we can see what she can do for Leo first and then trade the information.
Yes.
With all honesty, I respect the decision to leave, and I think perhaps we have lost sight of our original quest, but I'd prefer it if we... I tire of consorting with these arcane types. It does not seem to particularly favor us, but... Very well.
You're right, but in this circumstance, I think we don't have to take anything from Lady Harmony. It's just an option.
No, there's... Fine. There's something I would like to ask her as well.
To be fair, I don't really like her either, but if she can give us something that'll help our mission, what we're supposed to be doing, wouldn't you want to see if she could at least get us out of here, perhaps to the island as part of that trade?
That would be tremendous help.
That would.
I don't necessarily like her either, especially with the bad vibe she gives me, but she could be helpful.
Let's go see your ex-business partner, or what, Gwen. Let's settle up the tabs we have here, and then go back into that forest, or that marsh.
Also, quick question, Quinn. You don't want to talk about this if you don't want to, and somebody maybe already asked this question, but Fesh called you Firebrand. Is that like your pirate name or something, or an old name? I'm just curious.
Whoa, Misha, what's up?
I appreciate the curiosity. I do understand. That's not who I am anymore. So that's really all that is to it.
Were you like a badass that like took no shit and stuff? Are you still that badass that took no shit and stuff? You're still that badass that took no shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. All right.
She does put a lot of holes in people's throats.
True.
I was
All
a
right.
kid.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna hit the loo real quick before we go to Fesh.
Okay.
In-game.
Okay.
In game.
Okay. In-game Lou.
Okay, Leo heads off to the loo.
Before
Can I-
Leo gets up.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Leo gets
Hang
up.
on a second. Hang on a second.
You're just gonna head off to the washroom very casually.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
He tries to slip out the window.
Leo, I would like you to
I
remember.
think if this was real life, it would not be that weird.
Yeah.
Leo, I'd like you to remember a number. A number 6.
Hmm.
That is the amount of seconds it would take for me to cave your head in. If you were to put a step out of line.
I rely on it.
Well, we have spent time together, and I mean this, I do like you. You may be complicated and dark, but who would I be to judge that? But we have put our hand well and truly in the fire here, and I would like not to get burned. That's all I want to say about that.
That's much appreciated. Can I go to the loo now?
Preferably there than here.
You have 1 minute.
Okay, Leo, you head off. There is a chamber pot and a sink basin on the main floor. There are better washrooms like in the rooms.
Yeah. So the sink basin is basically it holds water, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to talk to Valivi.
Okay.
Would like to call her.
Okay. Interesting.
Little one, are you there?
You kind of look down into the reflection of the basin where there's fresh water and the water kind of ripples, and first it's just quiet and just the sound of that. But then you see shells start to gather on one side of the sink and then kind of crawl around in this circle until it comes into the middle and forms this small form of Valivi, who is... I do actually have art for her.
Yes.
If I could find it. You might need to give me a second. But she does hang on. This would just be easier if I can find it. Log in the old Pinterest account. I'm sure I have it saved somewhere on my computer within my files, but it's full of grammar assignments right now. She looks like a complex sentence type.
She's so smart, she knows how to use the word antiquarian in a sentence. This dog really likes to sit in the most uncomfortable positions, I swear.
Oh my god. Such a pain in the ass, sorry. I just want to give you a description and then change it later on because I know that I have the art for her. I can
She looks like placeholder image. Like the movie Velociraptor.
Oh, fuck.
Go to sleep, Mason. It's nap time.
Sorry, I was just not... prepared.
Sorry.
Does that mean we level up? Nope.
Fish.
DM got caught slacking. Do we level up?
You really want to level up in a pity level?
I'll take all the levels. Okay? Take them all. No shame. No remorse. I'll take them all.
I'm gonna lose my mind. When you reset your password and then it doesn't accept the password that you just reset it to.
Did you have the caps lock on?
Ah! For fuck.
We can also just talk
okay.
without.
I know. It's just one of these things that I'll share it with you later.
I get it. Yeah. I also always then want to find it so desperately.
She kind of raises up from the basin in front of you, and she's a small form, and she's a Genesee of some kind, or maybe once was. And she looks up at you, and she speaks, but it sounds like water bubbling. You speak Aquan?
I don't. No.
She speaks and you do not comprehend.
No, I talk to her and then she makes cute noises. That's usually how it goes. Hey there. Haven't really talked in a while. I found myself in a bit of a pickle. Large pickle, actually. I just wanted to ask you a favor. If you've granted my friends your blessing while we've traveled together, and I'm very thankful for your aid still. I just wanted to know that if I wasn't around anymore, I would hope that you maybe could lend your help to them still, because they are my friends and they are on a very important mission. And I would like to know that they are also cared for.
She kind of looks up at you and raises with the water at her feet so she can look you in the eye, and she has these very dark fish-like eyes and stares right at you, and she cocks her head to one side and nods. Make an insight check.
That's 10.
Okay. You definitely get the sense that she's on your side and that she will help protect your friends if things go poorly. Yeah, that's all you get with a 10. She kind of lowers down a little bit and she gestures with both of her hands. And then she points to the water below her. It's kind of difficult to make out what she's trying to say, though.
I approach her. I reach both my hands down towards the water.
She guides your hands into the water, and as you kind of plunge them into the sink, you can kind of see where she is, which is off the coast in the Ingnasian Sea. Kind of just south of the Parshire Highlands, like the Srakian Mountains, on that coast there. And she kind of takes you underneath the water, and she's got this like half coral appearance to her, and she guides you through the water until she shows you kind of a collection of coral, and there's a open space, and she takes you inside, and it looks to be, it's like a bunch of collections of stuff, of pearl, of pearls, of gems, of coral, of random clothes, and a scarf that you look at and you feel like you might recognize it. It looks like it might be her home that she's showing you. And she kind of gestures for you to like make yourself comfortable.
You you have a lovely collection here. I'm very thankful to you for all your help, but I'm afraid I can't stay for too long, otherwise they will start to wander. And I'm afraid I don't think I can stay here now. Maybe I'll get back to your offer later.
She says in broken common, kind of this bubbly sound in her voice. You're safe.
What? I didn't really get that. Did she say stuff or
Safe?
safe? Yeah. It seems nice here with you, but I can't just leave them like this.
She
But
nods.
I appreciate it, really. Okay. I just wanted to see your face. You are a much nicer companion than some of the others that I've come to know.
He says, thank you.
Can I give her a hug?
Yes. You give her a
Thank you.
hug. She kind of swims over, and she's like really like, you know, rough and uncomfortable because she's half like coral and falling apart, and like part of her kind of falls off and trails out into the water. And then
Yeah.
she pulls back and as she blows this bubble, it sends you kind of shooting back out of the sink basin.
Yeah.
You're not wet.
Am I? Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wet. You look down
Okay.
and it's you're dry.
I connect myself for a moment and then I leave again. Connect with others.
Okay, sounds good. Leo comes out of the loo.
All right. Good. One problem down. All right. Let's keep going. Let's tack him off today.
Right. Who are we greeting with our presents first?
Let's go see Fesh.
Well,
All right.
Fesh should be
I agree.
downstairs.
Okay, you guys are heading down
Yeah.
the three-sided coin.
Just
Yeah.
as we go down, a thought occurs to me, Sparky. Is my new garb, my new getup, is that ready yet, or did that take a few days?
He did tell you that it would be ready the next day. It was
I thought,
yesterday
yeah.
that you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do own gold.
He said
still
he might
for
need
it.
the day to make it though, so it
Okay.
might not be ready until the end of day.
Okay, that's fine.
You guys kind of head back down the stairs of the three-sided coin, and as you kind of go down, Barry says to you guys, "Can't get enough, eh?" You guys open up the hatch and head back down.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
And you go down these sets of stairs that are crickety and not well maintained, and you end up at the old temple that has been converted into the gambling den of the three-sided coin. And there are tables set up with cards. It's still pretty early, so there's not anybody currently playing, though it seems like there's some leftovers from the night before, playing some dice near some of these discarded pews. As you guys look up to the stage, you do see Fesh, and I will take you to a map here.
Yep.
To the map.
All right, guys. Let's be a little more calm than we were yesterday. Me included. Nope, me included. I did something dumb too. It's okay.
Stay with us, or stay with me if you want.
How many guns do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Only ever needed the one.
And I just need one gun.
I'm gonna try shooting that at some point.
Wouldn't the recoil like kill you? Probably.
What's recoil?
Okay.
Flat into the wall.
You don't get to fire the gun.
You see Fesh in conversation with a man dressed in leather armor and a leather hat. He's got this kind of green leather cape. And himself and Fesh are in a deep kind of whispered conversation. There are several more bandits than the day before, as well as what looks like kind of dwarf security lining the walls here. Anyone whose likes could make a history check.
I'm just gonna say quietly towards the group. Told you.
I'll make one.
I got a 5.
I'm not smart. I'm not making one.
Okay.
I have a natural 20 for 26.
Very nice. Okay. Got a 5. Natural 20, a 16, a 10.
History?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. Apollo, what did you roll? Oh, 8. No.
I didn't roll. I'm dumb. I didn't roll.
Okay. Well, let's roll anyway because of your background.
Okay.
You might know what these things are.
Fair enough. Oh my god! Let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go!
So, Ulrich, you know, like, and you knew what Fesh was a Durgar, and you know that these guards standing on the wall are also Durgar. Valente and Apollo. Valente, you know this from books, that these are Durgar stone guards, and that these Durgars specifically come from the inside of the Surakian mountains. And Apollo, you're familiar with them because of your stint that you spent
Yeah.
in the mountains. And they only
Have
live in the
I-
mountains. They're subterranean.
Yeah, have I fought these guys before?
Yeah, you probably would have run across a couple of hostile Durgars in your day.
What do they have I gained any combat expertise and or knowledge against them?
They have multi-attack. They usually use short swords. They also do have some proficiency in invisibility.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of go over to Ulrich and just kind of whisper that to him. Just so you know, not trying to start anything. They can sneak around, they attack a bunch, and they usually use swords. There's some nasty fuckers.
In that case, I would hazard a guess we're already surrounded.
Me too. We should be very, very careful.
Diplomatic. We should be diplomatic.
Yes. Also careful.
Let me fix your guys' vision because you can see in here.
I can see. I can
barely.
fight.
I can see. Barely.
So
I can fight.
several of the guards seem to notice your guys' presence as you come in, and one of them whistles, which I can't do, but they whistle. And Fesh turns. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
We all had a pleasant sleep, I assume.
That's one way to put it.
And he kind of
Bit
steps
wet.
forward. The man in leather steps back to the back of the stage.
Who's your handsome friend?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just here for business. Like you are, I assume. You've come to accept my job?
I look at Gwen before I say anything.
Why did we
Yep.
come here?
Hang on a second.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey.
Ulrich's gonna, as this is going on, Ulrich's gonna walk up to the table and grab a mug of ale off there and walk forward, just drinking it.
Sure.
Because he's cool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Sorry, Gwen, did you say something? Sometimes there's just a latency issue, but maybe can you type out what you're saying? Can't hear you. Feel free to move your tokens as you see fit, you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up Gwyn, so I'll be right behind Gwyn.
Something tells me these guys can see in the dark.
Okay,
Yes,
Gwyn,
Pancho,
Gwyn's saying,
they could
I'm
absolutely
here
see in the
for
dark.
the name you promised me to Fesh. Okay. All right. Well, it really hasn't been that long since you were last here. I haven't exactly had the time to check the records.
Insight
But-
check, please.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna also make one because I smell bullshit.
I rolled like dog shit.
I rolled
7.
My rolls all day have been like under a 10. I just want everyone to know this.
18.
uh,
18 as well.
Anyone else? 8. It seems like he is telling the truth. Yep, it still seems like he's telling the truth. I would love to provide you with the information that you're looking for, Firebrand, but it happened a long time ago. I'll keep looking.
I don't have
If
that
you're
kind of
here
time.
anyway.
Fesh. You said today.
Well, it's been like 8 hours max. Barely had time to fucking sleep, let alone heal the wounds that you stabbed me with.
No. So, between that and hiring these guys, how much time did you have to look?
You see the stitch in my neck.
I'm sorry, your tone of voice is implying that you think I care, and I don't. So,
I don't think that you care. Trust me, I don't think that. I do think that you care about this information, though, which I cannot currently provide for you right now. But if you're gonna hang around, you do this job for me, I'll do my best.
before we move forward with that, we're going to need a lot more detail.
Okay. Before I move forward with giving you details, I would like to know that you're in. From all of you. This is not a one-man job.
We don't know what the job is.
It's killing someone. You're familiar
Who?
with the game of assassination? I'll give you the name when we're closer to the date. All you need to know is that you are my hired hitman.
I'm so sorry, out of character. Did he say he would give us the name on the condition that we would accept the job last time. I thought it was two separate
It could
deals.
have been said. It is possible.
I just what are we? I 100% think he's just gonna say the shining flame, but
Hang on a second.
or has said it. What if I feel like he said it?
No, it was Captain Albert.
Can I ask just real quick? I'm gonna whisper to Valanthe after. Sorry, go ahead, Valanthe.
According to my notes, we do not have. Yesterday, he did not say we needed to accept this contract for the name, so he is bullshitting us.
Yeah. Also, Valanthe, I think you're right. What if we just like said, "Hey, so you want us to kill the shining flame?" Like, and just like put it out there and see what he says to that. Is that something that you think we should do or no?
Complicated.
This is whispered to the group. I'm not like saying this out loud to people to hear.
I'm whispering back in the same hushed tones. It's complicated. On the one hand, we don't really want our names to be mirrored with that, but information.
It would find out. We would if we could judge his reaction to that. Maybe we could, go from there. I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything rash, but it's just a thought.
It is.
Since we're all whispering, this is not something I'm going to accept.
Okay.
So no.
Jibber jabber, what's going on? Let's make a deal.
Poncho's behind me, and I'm gonna whisper to him in my gentlest voice. Get ready for Big Ulrich.
I'm gonna hold my racial casting ability to Big Ulrich when he's in position.
For trouble. He's so horny to smash it.
Okay.
I want you to consider a few things. First of all, the money. Are you really in a position to turn down gold? From what I hear from Captain Albert, you guys are new to this.
But you want the newbies to kill someone for you?
Secondly, I'm
on the
doing you a
first day.
favor by offering you this job, love. Thirdly,
I'm not saying.
you're outnumbered. Fight us today and you lose. And you all die. And I take your bodies with me to the Port of Hauntings so that you may never find rest.
That's kind of a bitch move, honestly, but all right.
Try it.
That's
He
rude.
looks at you, Ulrich. He makes eye contact. Kill me with my own hammer. See what happens.
I suppose you'd like a chance to get it back, wouldn't you?
I would.
Give us the name, and then we decide.
With a hammer.
No. This stays with me.
Which name? Gwyn's name? Or the name of the job?
Don't play stupid. We both know it's above all of us here. Give us the fucking name, and then we can continue the discussion. We are not signing up to something we don't know about. 2 weeks ago, I was a knight. Then I became a fucking sellsword. Now you're asking me to become an assassin. A little bit of give and take would be nice, please. Give us the name.
Is your business. Me giving you and offering you this job is my give. You can choose to take it or not. You can choose to take it based on the information that you have. If I give you the name, it puts me into a position of danger. I don't trust you. Just as you do not trust me.
But that puts us in a position of danger by not knowing what we're signing up to, and that puts You see how this transaction has no trust on both ends? You have to at least show some form of trust if you want to get trust. It's only fair in the trade.
Also, like yesterday, like when we spoke yesterday, you were willing to offer 2,000 for each of us, so 12,000 in general, like in total, right?
In total, not 2,000 each. No, 6,000 for the whole job. That's 1,000 each.
Let's say
Make
maybe
a
9,000.
group persuasion check.
Oh, can we just not get the name? Like not the name, Gwyn's name.
God, what a fucking 12.
He's the
Rolled an
dude.
11.
He's the dude in the middle, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, 7. Oh,
The second you move, I'm casting it large. Like my trigger is you like rushing towards him, knowing you can't do any magic-y shit. So I'm just waiting for you to just like with your hammer and just.
Apologies, persuasion.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. No,
Ooh,
fine.
okay.
Ulrich is about to
only
persuade.
one with a good roll here. He kind of looks at you, Leo, and he says, "You understand. You've been here before. You too, Firebrand. You know how this works. We don't give out things for free. You have not done anything for me aside from try to kill me. You must understand that from my perspective, I do not want to share the name of someone that I'm trying to kill. It's really not
Well,
so complicated."
that would imply that the name is of someone of authority or power in the kind of sphere that we inhabit. Now, I don't know about you, but it doesn't take any sort of deductive reasoning for that to be an Ingnasian, especially given the location that we're currently in.
Oh no, we love Ignasians. And all the bandits kind of snicker.
I can tell. Well, it would appear, as I turn to my companions, that we're a bit of an impasse, my good friend. What
I will
happens
give
now?
you the name that she's looking for. He looks at Gwyn.
So you do know it?
In exchange for the hammer. Give me the
Ulrich,
hammer back. I'll give
Ulrich.
you the name. You go on your merry way and do whatever fuckery you want to do. Don't worry about the job. I'll find someone else.
Ulrich, I get it. The shiny hammer, it calls to you. I understand. I get it. However, imagine how good it felt taking it from him the first time. Give it back to him. We get stronger. And we take it from him again. For a second time.
You see Ulrich sort of hammer in hand, sort of tossing it, and then he looks at the head of it, and he gives it a big lick before he chucks it on the floor. Hammers were never my style anyway.
That's gross, but there you go. And two of the stone guards kind of come forward and pick up the hammer.
I'm gonna put my hand up before they do that. I'm gonna put my hand up real quick. Hey, Fesh, no fucking lying like you've been doing this entire fucking time. Understood? No fucking lying.
Just in general, or right at this particular moment?
About this particular topic of the name my compatriot wants.
Okay,
Fesh.
It's all right. And the stone guards kind of come forward. And they go to take the hammer.
I'm going to make a point of not letting them until the name has been given.
They're still going for it. You want to try and stop
The
them?
name.
Yeah.
Let me get the hammer in my hands. Then I give you the name.
The hammer stays on the floor, and I'm going to be in a position to kick it back as well. And if they get within maybe 10, 15 feet, I will pick it up.
Apollo and Ulrich Make intimidation or persuasion checks.
The name for the hammer is the deal.
I guess I'm gonna get ready to
have the hammer in my hands.
26 intimidation.
Oh, that's a nice one. It's better than 6.
He unbraids his hair.
Licks his chapped lips, and he looks at Ulrich, and he scowls, and he looks at you, Apollo, and he kind of looks like the fight from yesterday is playing over behind his eyes. He kind of thinks for a second. Okay. All right, let's not be rash. His name, he looks at you, Gwyn, is William Two-Finger Morris. He is a known assassin in this area. Bit of a scumbag. Good luck tracking him down.
No shot. No shot.
Wow.
That's wait, is that hot guy Two Fingers from last campaign? That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, it is. It is.
I'll be dying.
Oh, you put his. Do you have his picture, Sparky? Put it in the Discord.
I think I have his wanted poster from. Yeah, here he is. Which both Leo and Gwyn, you are familiar with this name, William Two-Finger Morris. He is known for being a conspirator against the Ignasians, as well as just being a general for-hire assassin hitman. Very evasive, very hard to track down. Disappears for months at a time, type of thing. That be him.
And I get the sense that he's telling the truth here? Can I just because?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
All right.
He
Fucking
definitely
God.
would still be a reward around his name if you were going to turn him into someplace like Ignacia.
Yeah. I didn't roll very well.
I got 15.
I got a 7.
They're yeah, difficult to tell exactly whether or not he's telling the truth. This guy is definitely a known liar and criminal, but it does seem like he doesn't have reason to lie here.
All right.
The stone guards go to pick up the hammer.
I'm gonna give my intimidating look from before. I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Don't fucking try anything."
All right, big guy. Relax. And the stone guards take the hammer back up to the stage, and he takes it and he kind of flicks it between. He rubs off the spit that you licked, Ulrich. Oh, baby, I missed you.
I think at this point we got everything that we wanted.
Sorry, we can't hear you, Gwen.
Just give it a sec.
Okay.
Sometimes it kicks in like a second after.
Yeah.
Try again. No, nothing. Put in the chat.
Web issues.
I will narrate their voice. Web issues.
It's exactly like her.
Gwyn, if we're not getting the name of the person you want dead, then yes.
Okay. Well, I would love to share it with you, but we're just not at that level of trust yet. You hang around, you do some side work for me, then maybe I'll consider you to have you on board for this. Then I'll give you the name, and all the details of what we're planning to do.
How about this then? We don't necessarily need the name, but maybe you can give us some more abstract information about this person that would tell us a bit about their standing. Like,
Well, so you nerds here can just deduce it. No, I'd rather not. And he's
no, it's
looking
not that
distinctly
we
at
want to
Valente
find
when he
out
says
who it is.
nerds. Say that again.
It's not about knowing exactly who it is. It's just about eliminating a couple of people from the potential list.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yes. You guys have already tried to persuade him to do this once before.
17?
He looks over his shoulder and he distinctly makes eye contact with this man in leather behind him. And there he looks back at you. I don't know what to tell you. Stick
Ulrich.
around. Throw some dice. Play some cards. Drink a little. Let's see how the day goes.
Can I, although I'm not a particularly insightful individual, I'm not a people person, but I know, I would like to think that Ulrich would know fighters when he sees one. So not confusing fighters with rogues or assassins, just fighters. Can I insight that guy and just try and get an idea of who he is? What kind of or impression I'm getting? Fuck's sake, not one.
Looks like a guy in a leather cape.
Looks like a cool guy.
Yeah, like cool leather armor. Yeah. Gwen and Leo, you guys can make history checks at disadvantage.
That's an 18.
Nice. Gwen, what about you? 10. Okay. Leo, kind of thinking back into your experiences in Three-Sided Coin, you think you remember seeing this guy before, and you think you remember seeing him roll with the Dawsons.
No surprise there. I think we're good for now, aren't we? We got some information. We may have opportunity from this, and I think we're better off heading back up.
Yeah.
Well, wish you all the best. Hope
I'll do
you
a quick-
find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
All right. We good? Gwen, Leo, everybody, we're good? All
As
right.
I think we're all turning to leave. As we do so, I turn to Gwen. You owe me a new weapon. Let's hope this Two Fingers has one that's more to my style.
As you guys leave, he says, goodbye, Leo. See you, Poncho. Never forget me, Apollo. Ulrich van Pask, I know you won't. Valente. And Firebrand. See you later. And you guys
Sure.
exit.
As soon as possible.
God, I want to fucking kill that guy.
Me too.
Me too.
You guys go back upstairs to the electric balloon? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, unless there's a secret entrance hidden somewhere, I think that's probably
Well, you
going to
do
be.
know there's a back entrance. To
Oh,
use the
really?
coin. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah! Let's
That
try it
leads you
out.
out the back side of the electric balloon.
Hmm.
So in order to get to that back entrance, you got to go around the stage to over here, and you got to cross the stage. Would you like to try to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys walk up the stairs in the stage, and Fesh says, "Whoa!" Exits that way.
Afraid of us using your back door?
Yes, I truly am.
Fair enough.
All right.
I sort of give him like a yeah, fair enough
Down.
nod.
180 degrees, please. Like
I'm
how
waiting
you
for
look
Ori
from the
to
back
jump.
a little bit better than I like how you look from the front anyway.
I'm waiting for Ori to just wham.
Yeah, nah. I accept
Coward.
his I accept. I haven't
Okay.
got my weapon, sadly.
You guys
Let's disarm
turn
him.
around and head
Simple.
out.
Mhm.
Okay.
Begrudgingly, yes.
You guys go back up to the electric balloon, and when you come up to the electric balloon, Captain Albert is there.
Hello, Captain Albert.
Daisy Pirates. She is eating some food. Just kind of picking at some chicken, but she looks kind of distracted. As you guys
All
come
right.
up, she kind of looks up and doesn't smile, but nods in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to do?
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
It would appear that we'll be departing this lovely portside town today, heading due west.
Oh.
If the offer is still there for us to transport your cargo, we'd be happy to
Oh.
oblige.
Yeah. Sure. You guys have a way to get out of here?
We do, or at least we have a. Oh, sort of chuckles himself a little bit. A pretty good idea of how to get out of here.
Right. Through a ship?
Sort of looks to the rest of the group. Maybe not the traditional ways as one would typically assume. More. He's trying to remember accurately. I turn to the group. He doesn't say anything, and he just looks at the rest of the group.
Stumbles out
Yeah.
of words.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of the group says,
we may have means to leave this town through more magical modes of transportation.
Yes, of course.
Quite possibly.
Well, I'm just, thinking through, if I give you the package now, what's your estimate on when you will be there?
where is the drop-off location? Roughly?
The Isle of Souls, on the west side of Ingnasian territory. I'll get us the...
Yeah.
Faster than I thought.
Isn't that again still like far for me to go though?
Is it what? Say again.
Isn't that further from where like the letter originally wanted us to go on our first mission?
So, Captain Albert gets out a map. She's a pirate. She has a map on her, and she rolls it out on the table in front of you guys and stands up and shows you this for you, so you guys can all be on the map.
it's where I think it is.
She points out to you that the Isle of Souls is right here.
Perfect.
And Kilama, where you guys need to go, or theoretically need to go, is right here.
We would be there within the day.
Within the day? Are you, no offense, are you guys ready to face Warpig? Not that I expect things to go wrong, but he does have a little bit of a temper, I guess.
That's putting it
If you
lightly.
got into a position where you needed to escape, for example, or fight your way out, do you feel confident that you would be able to?
I mean, I'm confident fighting pretty much anything, but I mean, it doesn't sound like you're as confident in our capabilities based on that, which I'm not offended by, but
Well,
you know,
I know that you're capable, at least the 5 of you. She kind of side eyes Apollo.
all right, okay, fair.
I haven't seen you
No, it's fair. It's fair.
do your thing. I trust that you'll be fine, but that I do worry a little bit, just with the nature of Warpig, and the Isle of Souls is not an easy place to traverse.
What would you recommend? We gather strength and then... What
Perhaps.
deadline are we working to? If you would be
There's
so
not
kind.
much deadline for this at all. It's only for, well, if we get down to it, it's only for gold for me.
Very well. Well, may I ask, how would we contact you in the event the deal is made, or can we trust Warpig to arrange your payment?
I will advise him that you're on your way. That's why I'd like to have an approximate on when you'll be there. Know that if you don't show up within a reasonable amount of time, it is possible that he will come after you for it. And I would come after you for it.
Well, will 2 months suffice as a window?
2 months. It seems a little long. Then we're getting
Well,
into the hot season. It's going to be treacherous for travel.
I turn and look at the rest of the party. 1 month?
I think a month is fair. I think we could probably get it done in a shorter time frame, but a month sounds fair. It gives us a window. It doesn't cut too far into the hot season, as Captain Albert was saying. I think a month is fair.
I agree.
Okay. All right. I will let Warpig know that you will be there within the next 2 fortnights. 2 cycles of the moon.
My ears perk up. Yes?
I mean, we aren't even set on being able to make the journey. We don't know if we actually have the means of transportation.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, we could always trade her Apollo.
True.
Oh, see, easier than I thought.
Yeah, true. Servitude suits me, you know.
Submissive and breedable, I see.
No. I was talking about you. She's hunting down the face, so you're going with her. Anyway, options that are off the table aside, we should be able to get there in plenty of time, and I think this is something we're entirely capable of. So, yeah, I think we're good.
Happy to hear the confidence. All right. Give me a moment. I will go get what is needed. I will communicate to Warpig that you're coming. Be careful. lots of things to
Will
go
do.
wrong along the way. Just saying. There's a reason why I'm not doing this myself. It's way out of my way and way in Ingnasian territory, and they want to kill me. So do be careful. Also, do be careful giving people my name and letting them know that this is a quest on my behalf. I'd ask that you don't mention it.
We wouldn't, as a standard.
Very good. I will be back. And she flits her coat and goes for the stairs.
Can you maybe give us 20 minutes before you make the arrangements?
Yes, yes. Well, I will. Yes, no problem.
All right. Cool. Leo, what's up?
Has Ulrich told us about his weird dream yet, or just Gwyn?
Just Gwen.
Okay.
But I have already discussed with you guys. I'd like to stay, but I understand the people's arguments for not wanting to.
So I mean, I've pushed for going towards the quest that was given to us, mostly from the beginning. I do think that it is very interesting what's about to happen here in Grak. And I personally think it would be best if I wasn't here for it. But I think that it might be good if Ulrich and maybe one or two of you would be here, because something is about to happen here. This entire place is a powder keg. And on the one hand, if we want to remove ourselves from this situation, then that would probably be wise for us to do. But on the other hand, maybe we can, or you guys can stick around and maybe change whatever's gonna happen to the better. I don't know. Also, we wanted money, right? I think that there's some money on the head of William. Maybe we can try and get some money that way.
Do we want to split up?
I don't think we should ever split the party, but what do you guys think?
I don't think splitting up is a good idea, personally.
I
I
would agree
agree.
with that.
I still think, again, I think we should focus on the mission that we all have in the long run. And I think staying together is the best way to complete that. Even if there's side stuff along the way, I think by being in a group is the only way we'll get to our original task.
But what was the task? I mean, sure, we were told to go there and investigate these crimes, but the overall goal isn't just to go there. It's probably to find out what's happening with the Empire and to change the world for the better. I'm not sure.
We won't know that until we go.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, but if we leave here, we might miss an opportunity to change something here where there's an important event to happen.
There's important
But we
events
don't have-
happening around the world at all times. We don't have any guaranteed information that what we think is going to happen is going to happen. Yeah, do we all think it is? Absolutely, but we all got a piece of paper specifically leading us to a specific area. I mean, like I said, things happen everywhere all at once. They made a movie starring a bunch of cool people about that. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Go see it. But I think we should definitely keep our main goal in mind, and we may find things along the way that lead into it, but we should. I don't think we should stick around in Grok. Since we've gotten here, we've learned about bad things, and bad things have happened since we got here. I don't think we should stay.
What about you, Ulrich? Isn't this important to you?
Sometimes
Ulrich, if you want to stay behind, I understand, and I'd stay with you.
Well, I don't like to leverage the help of those who dabble in the darker arts. Perhaps this is a conversation we have with Lady Harmony. I would like to stay, but I do worry that our quest, we have delayed from it for some time. I say we
Maybe-
get.
Ulrich, I also have unfinished business here, but I'm also of the opinion that we need to get to doing what we originally set out to do. I'm personally planning on coming back here when this is all over, if we live. So,
Very well.
Rock has not seen the last of us.
I think.
Don't you think we can delay this decision for another day? The day is still early. We can take this entire day. We can try to find William, get this out of the way.
No
make some
offense,
money.
but you shouldn't be around the Shining Flame right now.
And
She's
also,
not here.
no, she's not here. But also, real quick though, what is one day's worth of searching truly going to do for us? This William Morris guy has been running away from people and hiding from people more powerful than us for a long, long time. If we were able to find him in one day, we would be legends of the world, which we might be, but
I mean, we've never tried before, so you might have been able to run away from others, but not us.
no, you're not wrong. But I guess my question is, Leo, and I don't want to sound accusatory when I say this, but what are you? What's the goal here? What do you plan on gaining by staying longer? What's your angle on this?
It just seems that something is about to happen here, and that's going to change the entire power dynamic in this root coast once more, maybe.
Are you assuming, or do you know something?
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
We all assume that there's an
I-
assassination about to happen.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'm really interested in what Leo's feelings are right now, like what his genuine interests are.
You lying son of a bitch. 16. We both got a 16.
Yeah.
The Wonder
You-
Twin.
you can
A
send
16
me-
is cute.
Hmm?
I said a 16 is cute. But if I guess if I'm not being deceitful, then would they
Yeah.
know? Or
I mean, you guys kind of have a bit of a gauge on Leo at this point. Poncho, you especially have a little bit more of a gauge on him because you've known him for longer.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he's straight up lying about anything, but it does seem like maybe, everybody has motives, right? Everybody has a reason that they want to do things. You guys all specifically have reasons that you would want to stay or go.
Yeah.
so
Right.
I don't
Let's
know
get-
anything more than you guys.
Let's take this. Let's collect the item, and go and see Lady Harmony, and take it from there. Okay?
Sure.
All right. Sure.
Deal.
But the thing is, if you want to stay, why would you get the item?
Just trust me.
We
Just
gave
trust me.
ourselves a month to get the item to Warpig.
But
If
they said we'd be there within a fortnight or whatever.
with 2 fortnights, which
fortnights
again
is a
gives us a month. We have a month. We have a month to do this. So
Poncho,
there's
just
not a time crunch in necessarily.
just trust me.
Valente, you kind of step off to send this message, and you hear back almost immediately. Oh! So glad to hear from you. Yes, I'm okay. I'm good. How are you doing? I miss you. Things in Port Kilau are just they're okay. It's better now that the spiders aren't around. And it kind of cuts off.
Oh, damn.
I imagine he just keeps talking for 5 more minutes.
Probably.
Do you want to send another one, or do you want to cap it there?
Sure. Let's sure.
You don't do the old D&D meta of using all your spell slots the night before and sending all of your sending spells before midnight, before long resting.
I did not think this through, so
No, you're a respectable PC.
I got you.
I'm okay. Miss you too.
Aww.
Worrying that Ignasians are causing harm. Glad to hear you're good. Yeah, I'll stop there.
Okay. You're back. Yeah, the Ignasians are taking a lot of stuff out of the mountain. That mountain company, they seem out of sorts. I don't know. In sorts? Too in sorts? Seems suspicious. Be safe.
Oh.
You guys head out to go see Lady Harmy?
Do we have the item though?
No. Are you waiting for Captain Albert to come back?
We're waiting for
Yes.
Captain Albert to come back.
Yes,
Yep.
we are.
Okay. She eventually does come back down the stairs, kind of that click of her leather boots coming down, and she comes down with this this box. And she's holding it at her chest, and she looks at all of you. She passes it to Gwyn. Here. So, be careful with it. I will get in touch. You guys have until, let's just round up, the first day of Malavar, which is 4 and a bit weeks from now. It's right at the beginning of the dry season. Basically, when the rain stops is when you'll have to get to Warpig. Any questions?
All right.
No. Well, done for me. We accept. No, give a little bow in sort of acknowledgement.
She nods her head.
I have a question.
Yes.
Should we know how much you're expecting for this? And is it part of our role to negotiate for that? Or is that taken care of?
It has been taken care of. He will provide you with payment partially from the proceeds of the item, partially for your courier services. I will arrange my payment from Warpig.
Very well. Thank you.
I will. And she kind of looks. She looks over at the map and she kind of looks around. As long as in the next 4 weeks that none of us die,
What up?
myself included, I can meet you there on the 1st of Malavar and give you a ride.
To Kilama Island?
If you need it.
Well, we don't know where we're going to need to go, but that sounds incredibly
I can coordinate the Daisy's schedule to... I'm going to have to go the long way around. But I should be able to. I'll let you know if anything changes. I'll do my best to get in contact with you. I do have magical means, if I need to.
Oh, that is most kind.
Well, it's also just to make sure that I get my money from Warpig as well. But yes, also, I'm super nice. You take care out there, yes?
Yes.
We will.
Well, and you, Mom.
So you've changed.
Tips her head.
I, Ulrich, will begin to usher everyone out of the tavern and towards Lady Harmony.
Sounds good.
Yes. I will. Can I just real quick? Sorry. Can I bring up the rear of the group and can I keep a lookout for people following us specifically? I'm concerned about Fesh and his people, and also just general people around. I want to just keep a vigilant eye if possible.
Absolutely. Okay. You guys head out. You guys head out of the electric balloon. And yes, no problem, Leo. We can arrange that. We will arrange this a little bit later, Leo, and just to have kind of a conversation about it, okay? But you guys head out at the electric balloon. You kind of take one last glance at Captain Albert as you guys exit. You guys can make an insight check as you go out. And Apollo, make some perception checks to look out for.
Well, I'm going to shoot insight check as we leave. I'll roll a 12 on my insight check.
Why are we twinning now with our rolls?
I rolled a 24.
Yeah. 13 on my perception check for followers.
Woo. Okay. As you guys head out and you take this last glance at Captain Albert, there is like a very distinct crack in her demeanor, where she kind of lets things go for a second, and you guys see like clear worry and sadness on her face. All of you see this. She rolled a natural one.
Oh god.
We're gonna die.
Can Valanthe tell that she misses Sheev with that 24? Is that what can Valanthe see that in the
all
look
of this
as that happens?
From her missing Sheev.
Yes, it does.
Now, Valente, you do get the vibe that not only this worry and sadness, but that she's worried about herself as well. Not just about you guys.
I see.
And what did you roll for perception, Apollo? Oh, 13.
13!
Okay. You guys step out into the streets of Grok, and it is pouring rain.
Yeah.
And it is dirty and muddy. It seems like it's like midday. Kind of difficult to tell. The overcast. You guys make your way over to Harmony Marsh.
While we're on the way here,
What are we gonna give her?
we're going to show her what is in the box. And she likes to trade in knowledge. We will say, well, take a look at the item. This is our book. You can't keep it, but feel free to understand it, learn from it. And then we will use that as leverage, is what I propose, as well as any other assortment of trinkets and secrets that we have at our disposal to give.
I do think we could leverage the I don't know, she may already know about this, but I do think it's worth trying to tell her or to use what we know about Leo and his situation to get her on our side.
Perhaps, but I don't know how much weight that carries.
Ulrich.
Oh, she will know. She's very mysterious, and I assume she has interest in many different forms of magic. So while I can't really relate, I'm sure she will find something interesting out of this. So worth trying.
Yes, Gwen? Gwen, did you have something you wanted to say?
She put it in chat.
Ulrich, I think she would be interested to hear about your dream.
That's not even what she sounds like. Why is it like that? Why are you like this?
100% perfect impression.
It's gotta contrast myself. That's not what I sound like.
Oh my god.
Yes, well, I'm sure I can divulge that as well.
So who is gonna do the talking? I can lend you some support.
I don't want her to do any talking because she wants something I have badly. So I'd like to refrain from talking.
Me and Apollo are just gonna sit in the back. I'm gonna be on Apollo's shoulder. If one
Oh no, I'm standing behind you. You're in front of me.
No, I'm behind you.
I don't mind doing the talking.
Let me. I reach out towards the amulet which you're still holding, like which you're still carrying.
Do you want it back?
I just wanna. I need to touch it.
Go ahead.
I touch the amulet, and there's like for a moment these out of nothing these kind of glitchy wildflowers emerge around the form and faces of Valenthe and Ulrich. And as they kind of bloom up and immediately disappear again, for a moment there's this sort of yesify filter over their face, and then it's gone again. And I cast Eagle Splendor on them.
Okay, very good.
So advantage on charisma checks.
Why the eagle though?
Yeah, it seems
it's not quite that, but
that feels more like perception, like wisdom.
I agree.
It's majestic.
I think we need like a panda or koala as like charisma. TSA WOTC.
Okay, you guys start heading through the swamp, and again, it's nasty in here. It's like bugs swarming, mosquitoes and cicadas, and the rain. It's just all around very unpleasant. You guys come through the swamp, and eventually you see the familiar light of the anglerfish, Pete, that serves Lady Harmony's as Lady Harmony's familiar. And he approaches you guys, and he kind of gives you a once-over. Says, Lady Harmony, we'll see you now. And he guides you over to her tree, which I can bring us to that map. And she is inside this time, or you don't see her outside, as it is pouring rain.
Hello, Mies.
She's inside over here. Inside the tree. Don't know why there's two ponchos.
It's just me and my bro.
Goodbye.
I'm broing out. No.
The door is closed to the tree, but there's like these stairs, these crooked wood stairs leading up to a door.
I'll hide behind you with your gun.
I'll knock on the door.
Okay. It opens. Lady Harmony is a seat at a table, drinking some tea, and the tree itself is kind of full of smoke or steam. There is a cauldron behind her brewing with something. Difficult to tell from where you guys are. If you'd like to take a closer look, you can.
Hello? Lady Harmony?
Good to see you, children. I did not expect a visit so soon.
Indeed. We were hoping to make a deal with you, and we also hope that our bargaining chips are enough for you. Our offerings are worth something. So here's our situation. We would need to acquire transportation to the Isle of Souls.
The Isle of Souls. Why do you want to go there?
We have a parcel to deliver to a certain gentleman. We're couriers in this transaction. Would you be able to help us?
Certainly, I can teleport you wherever you want to go. Within reason.
That's one. Of course. That's wonderful. I understand that you would need payments and donations, and we have a few different things to bargain with. One of which is Leo's situation.
This one, yes. Okay. Is transportation like this is expensive. You're sure this is where you want to go? There's nothing on Isle of Souls aside from undead and warpig.
Oh, that's him we're trying to find. So, yes, it's our destination.
But you will be stuck there. I cannot bring you back.
Captain Albert isn't going to be there for another 4 weeks.
Yeah. Should we head to Kilama then first, and then take a ship from Kilama to the Isle of Souls?
That sounds like the right idea.
With what money?
Is much easier. I know some people at the Ashwali Monastery.
What did you say?
I know some people at the Ashwali Monastery.
What people?
People. You tell me what you are going to do there, perhaps I will share it with you.
Ulrich's going to...
Fart?
No, Ulrich doesn't say anything. No, Ulrich doesn't say anything.
Perhaps we could make a deal.
Is that not why you are here?
I'm looking over at our talkers.
Yes, indeed. That is why we have come to you.
Then make me an offer.
Show her the box.
Oh, yes. Show me the box.
We are offering you to gaze upon this. Sorry.
No, we can't. No, we can't offer her that thing. That's much too valuable. We can't.
No, Leo, don't
thing?
worry.
Please show
we
me.
We offer you to.
What are you going to give us if we show you?
I will give you what you ask.
You may look at it, but we keep it.
I do not like that deal.
You really think that's worth it, Valente?
That was Ulrich's idea.
You have nothing else to offer me but to gaze upon something in a box.
But just think, anything could be in the box.
We have some information about a possible shift in power.
Say that again.
We have some information about a possible shift in power.
That is something. More than gazing.
I will leave it to my speaking comrades, but it's substantial.
It has been brought to our attention through 2 different means that there may be a change in leadership over the entire Ingnasian Empire in a few days. in a matter of a few days.
Oh, well, that is certainly valuable information. How did you come to this conclusion?
I'm gonna look at the rest of the party to see if they give me a approving look if I should continue or not.
You should give her this information. We can't give her the inside of the box. That's tell her this, but we can't give the box.
Okay.
The box is too much.
See the box.
We have
What's
been
in the
offered,
box?
You can
we've
handle
been
the
offered
box.
a job by a person, which implies
Please
no.
spare no detail when you tell me these things, or you just heighten my curiosity.
Very well. My apologies. I can't remember his last name, but Mr. Fesh
Callem's.
that is out to hire a group to assassinate who we believe is the Shining Flame when she comes to the combustion in 5 days, I believe.
She kind of stands up and she takes a sip of her tea and she rounds to the back of the tree and gives her cauldron a stir. She kind of ponders this information. It's quite cozy in here, out of the rain. There's a fire crackling in one quarter. Heat's rising in here. Small quarters. It's nice. Well, it does not surprise me, I suppose, that Fesh Callem plans such ridiculous endeavors. But it is valuable information.
I'll also describe to her, in as much detail as I can remember, the gentleman she was with.
Ah, I know his name. I can tell you if you show me what is inside the box.
What box are we talking about? We're talking about Poncho's cupcake box, right?
Bitch, what?
What I can tell you about it is it's a artifact of Shinrin Yoku.
An artifact of the gods? Of a dead
No.
god? That is
We have to keep it. We keep it.
Valentine, I know. Don't worry. I'll also tell Lady Harmony again in as much detail as I can remember my dream, including everyone else as well who's present. I'll describe it to them, walking through the slowly sort of crumbling and collapsing town, meeting of the two different entities of the Shining Flame as well.
Make both Valente and Ulrich, you make persuasion checks.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys.
Don't forget your charisma of the hawk.
Oh, thank God.
How
gives you advantage?
Yeah, just 9.
Yeesh, our talkers aren't very talkative today.
persuasion.
Oh my god, -2. Why? Why do we trust you?
16?
Nice.
Wait, can I still add the amulet bonus?
Leo?
No.
You can if that's not enough, yeah.
I miss Civ and his divination magic.
She leans forward and listens very intently when you're describing the dream, Ulrich.
Mm-hmm.
And she sits back down at the table at some point as you're describing it. She kind of thinks, the gods play with us, don't they?
So it would seem. Although the games they play, they do not always let us in on the rules.
Just know that the games they play are indiscriminate against all mortals. You, me, the Shining Flame.
That is a little reassuring. Thank you.
She looks at you, Valente, and she, for the information you have given me, I can send you to the Eshwali Monastery in Kilama Island. It is a one-way trip. There is no way back. You must arrange that yourselves.
When you say you can send you mean all of our group, right?
Do you want all of you to go?
Yes.
Show me what's inside the box, and you will all be able to go to Kilama Island.
We want a bit more
I
than
just
that.
want to see the artifact. I just want to gaze upon it, as you say. I will not take it from you. I promise. Anyone who's like to can make an insight check.
I will.
19 for Apollo.
7.
We will show it to you on 2 conditions.
Name your price.
The first being you teleport us all safely to where we desire, and also give us a name of someone to speak to at the monastery. And secondly, regarding the item, you may gaze upon it, you may even touch it should you wish, but you must first ensure that there are no wards protecting it, sealing it off from tampering, from being tampered with, and that you do not permanently alter it in any way.
Seems like a lot of rules. I was thinking I just get to look at what you have come upon. But, fine. Safe transportation to Kilama. I will ensure that this artifact has no wards, curses, this type of thing. And I will not tamper with it.
I'm going to look around at the rest of the group. I still have the box that Captain Albert gave me, so I'm just like waiting for the group to say the okay.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Are we going like now?
Do you want to go now?
Oh, well, Ulrich has to pick up his coat from the shop.
That is true.
Ah, I see. Well, I will wait for you to pick up your clothes, pick up your laundry.
Well, and my
then
horse.
I can send you. Here's a horse as well. Have you considered leaving your horse?
That's not happening.
That would not cross my mind.
Well, have you been to Kilama before?
No.
Okay. It is incredibly rocky, cliffside shores. It will be a difficult place to have a horse. Though I'm sure they can arrange something for you, but another body to teleport. I will look at the artifacts that you have.
Are we all in agreement?
Out of curiosity, what would Fesh Callem's life? Would that be worth something?
Of course, to many people, it would be worth something.
But
To me,
isn't he immortal?
immortal. Did he tell you that?
There's a rumor I heard.
I'll let you in on something. He has a lot of brothers.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
So we take this one out then. Would that be enough to get us all there?
I have no qualms with Fesh Callems, and I am not the type of person to send out a hit. If you kill him, that is your business. You will get nothing from me for that in exchange. I want to see what is inside the box.
Show her what's in the box.
What's
Okay.
in
Are
the
you sure we can
box?
show her? Are you really sure we can show her?
What's
Show
in the
me.
box?
It's
It's
just
a
showing
boat.
her.
She puts slaps a hand down on the table, and you can see all of her fingertips are burnt from magical means, maybe. There's all these black fingertips. You guys showing her the box?
As long as she ensures it's not warded against being opened. That's my biggest worry as Ulrich.
Okay. So you put
I will pull out the box, but not open it.
Okay. Are you holding it?
I think I'm the one that Captain Albert handed it to. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. She says, put it on the table.
I'll put it down.
Okay. Put it on the table. She comes forward and she starts scrounging with some components. She kind of takes this greenish emerald colored powder and throws it over top of the box. Kind of settles over top. But it doesn't settle actually on the box. Almost on a barrier on the outside of it. And then it kind of dissipates, and she says, perhaps not awarded, but tracked? Will you open it? She looks at Gwen.
If I'm
Do it.
getting nods from the rest of the group, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, I'll reach forward and open the lid.
I'm gonna move back a little bit. I'll hide behind Apollo.
Okay. So we kind of open this, and despite the dimness of the room and just the firelight keeping things lit here, a glow comes out of this box. And inside there is a goblet on a pillow. And it is pure gold with what looks like a nine-tailed fox engraved on the actual goblet part, like it's running around chasing its tail. And then on the base of the goblet, the stem, there are vines and trees running down. She kind of leans forward. Oh, that is very valuable indeed. And there's a moment in her eyes, and I'll have you guys make an insight check.
11. Terrible rolls.
13.
21.
15.
Okay. This is so poetic. Poncho, you see her eyes kind of flit around, these black eyes, and then look at the box. And it does seem like for a moment, Poncho, that she is contemplating taking it.
I'm gonna push the box shut and pull it away from her.
You flying closer to do that?
I am.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Make a wisdom save, Poncho.
Oh
This
no.
is take,
18.
Okay. You feel for a moment this And you guys all kind of see her eyes flick, and then her hands go to her component pouch. Sorry, I just need to look something up here. And she pulls out this small piece of iron.
Oh no!
What a bitch!
But Poncho, you continue forward, and the magic does not set, and you manage to close the box.
Do what I know?
30 Fae.
Vile witch trying to cast a spell.
Only to stop you from what you were going to do. Such a quick gaze that you provide for me, and yet I provide you so much.
A deal is a deal.
I'm gonna take the box and slide it back into my coat, I think.
Okay. She looks at all of you. Her gaze rests on Poncho for several moments. She says, "Fine. A deal is a deal." That is where we are going to end our session.
All right.
Okay.
Heyo.
All right.
I think we should sell it to her.
I don't think you should go
I do not
we
want to get
can't. We can't be doing that.
We're gonna have 2 sets of pirates after us if we do that.
What's new?
It's a lot.
You know what? I want to become a god for that price. You can have the box if you make me a god right now.
We don't even know what's inside the box, to be fair. Could be the answer to our
Could be another box.
What the significance of this thing is just that it is significant.
It could even be a box.
It could even just be a goblet that you drink wine out of, and that's it.
This goblet doesn't have direct ties to consuming the Oxidus root that Apollo doesn't know about, but Jack's theorized in his head, because I have to not roleplay that, because I'm stupid in character. Anyway, great session, DM. Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh shit, do you think it allows you to consume, like drink out of the...
That's my little pet theory. I don't know, but it's my pet theory.
I love that idea. That's awesome.
That's why I kind of, again, I wish I was still playing Sheev, because that's some type of shit Sheev could talk about, but Apollo's just dumb, so he has no idea.
So the last arc of the last campaign, which you guys never got to play, was originally based around the idea of you guys getting a harvesting weapon for the Oxidus root. But we never got there.
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? We can get deeper into the campaign this time. We can get there now. Here.
How much do you guys know about the Oxidus root? Like from last?
You got censored, bro. The secret.
Yeah, we know a lot about the Oxidus root. I don't want to say it on stream, but we know a lot about the Oxidus root. So, okay. We know a lot about it.
Yeah, you guys definitely know some stuff. Like from the previous campaign does give you an advantage on knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're probably going to reach the same point soon, though, where you guys have that amount of information. And I also feel like there's some information you've gotten in this campaign. There's some things that are like have been in play since the first campaign that drive me like absolutely bonkers nuts to not talk about. They've literally been in there since 2 to 3 years. This has been ongoing.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see some of these things like start to come out in this campaign, and also just the little things, little connections. I'm being strategic.
That's cool.
Good session, guys. Cool, I'm gonna end this stream.
Yeah. Okay.
Goodbye, stream.
Goodbye,
stream.